XRP, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency. Breaking news right now. The American Bankers Association CEO, this guy right here, just dropped a huge warning on the Crypto Clarity Act. Yes, some big news just came out about XRP, Bitcoin, and the entire crypto market that you need to know about, because this guy right here is the CEO of a huge banking association. In this video, he confirmed that the banks and the crypto companies are both working together to pass a Clarity Act to move forward on an official vote. Everyone, if you hold XRP, Bitcoin, or any cryptocurrency, this video right here that I'm about to play for all of you is absolutely huge. So destroy the like button, share this video, and join us, subscribe, because I am Amen, your crypto AI man, here to help you with everything cryptocurrency. So let us get into it, because this video is extremely important if you hold Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency, especially XRP. Yes, why do I say XRP? Well, because Ripple is part of this banking association. It's the American Bankers Association, includes some of the largest banks in the world like Bank of America, JP Morgan, and Ripple is also part of this American Banking Association. Right here, as you can tell, Ripple is a platinum member of the ABA Partner Network, and they have been a member since June 2024. So for 2 years now, Ripple XRP has been part of this American Bankers Association. This is a big deal because they have listed right here Ripple and how XRP is being used within Ripple. So yes, Ripple is an official partner of this American Banking Association, and that's why this video of the CEO of the American Banking Association speaking about the Crypto Clarity Act, how they're working with banks and the crypto companies, is absolutely huge, especially if you hold Bitcoin, XRP, any cryptocurrency. Again, destroy the like button. Let us get into it, because I'm going to play for you this video right here first, and then there are a few other videos that we need to cover. Yes, this video is going to be extremely important, especially if you hold Bitcoin, XRP, or any cryptocurrency. Let us get into it. So sit back, relax, destroy the like button, and enjoy.
I can't think of anything that has gotten bankers more riled up than the Clarity Act recently. Maybe we can point back to the huge kind of back and forth fights between Jamie Dimon and Brian Armstrong from Coinbase about what's going on here. You obviously represent bankers. Why don't you tell me your side of things, what you find wrong with the Clarity Act?
Sure. Well, there's a lot of good in the Clarity Act, too. We do think that we should have a supervisory framework over digital assets. We think that's important. And innovation in the United States is important as well, so we support that. But we want to make sure we do it in a way that doesn't impact economic activity and local lending. So the new draft, Becky, that just came out, it's 600 pages, and the intent of the senators is to ensure that, just like in the Genius Act, issuers of payment stablecoin are not able to offer yield, interest, or reward for fear that deposits would flee banks and credit unions, and that would impact a lot of economic activity all across the United States, New Jersey, and everywhere else. So we're working with the senators just to make sure that the language that they intend can also extend to affiliates and to exchanges. And so,
just to be clear, they're speaking to the Democratic senators as well. Yes, the Democrats that need to vote yes on this Clarity Act, they're also speaking to them as well. So that's a huge component of all of this, because in just a second, we're going to speak about this brand new lady. Yes, this lady right here, she's a Democratic senator, and she supposedly is supporting the Clarity Act now. Breaking news. Yes, this senator right here backs the new Clarity Act proposal. She said that we feel good about the chance to resolve this once and for all. So there are a few Democrats that are now joining this fight. So that's a big key distinction, or a key important point that I wanted to highlight to all of you.
So there isn't a massive dampening of economic activity. So the Congress intent here is simply what we're helping them do. The bill, Becky, is about 600 pages, and there's only 2 paragraphs that we're suggesting tiny surgical edits. So the bill will do exactly what the Senate.
So that means that there are only two little tiny sections in the new Crypto Clarity Act that the Democrats just want to be changed a little bit. That's it, just two tiny segments. Yes, they might be important parts of the Clarity Act, but I'm pretty sure we can come to a compromise. So this is big. This is a big deal, everyone.
Senators wanted to do. I will say this too, and you mentioned the dialogue between Mr. Armstrong and Jamie Dimon. I do think that the crypto and the banking sectors can coexist. I think we can be the crypto capital of the world, and I think we can be the banking capital of the world.
Yeah.
But there is a reason that they call it payment stablecoin and not deposit stablecoin. You know, Congress views this as a very important payment innovation. I share that view, but they don't view it as a deposit substitute. And the two things are different.
That's why this video right here, Rob Nichols, the president and CEO of the American Bankers Association, speaking about the Crypto Clarity Act, is a big deal because according to him, the Democrats and Republicans are finally coming together. The banks and the crypto companies like Jamie Dimon and Coinbase's CEO, Brian Armstrong, they are also now finally working together. And Bloomberg just confirmed live on national television that 7 to 10 Democrats are now likely to vote yes on the Bitcoin and Crypto Clarity Act. Yes, the Senate now may have enough votes to pass the bill, but we'll see. Let me play for you this quick little 30-second video because this is extremely important. This guy from Bloomberg confirms that a few Democrats will vote yes on the Clarity Act, which is a big deal because we need 10 Democrats to vote yes and it will pass. So listen to this.
Tom Tillis, Republican of North Carolina, is working with Ruben Gallego of Arizona, the Democrat. They are trying to come up with some kind of compromise legislation to send to the White House this week in hopes of unlocking a deal. There are 7 to 10 Democrats who sound like they want to ultimately pass a bill, but this is just very hard for them politically. Even if they like the underlying bill, they're going to face challenges in Democratic primaries from their own base saying, hey, you just backed legislation that the president that they don't like wants at a time when he's making literally billions of dollars. Now, I think one of the things that they've been discussing is whether there could be a more independent way to enforce the new restrictions on the president,
Right.
which would require him to either have a blind trust or just divest his holdings. But it's really hard to see how you can get the president on board with it.
So there is still more ifs. A lot of Democrats still need to be on board. And this guy makes a good point that yes, although there are 7 to 10 Democrats that could vote yes, they will still get a lot of backlash from their Democratic Party. They're going to say, why did you vote against this or for this while we're against this? Are you not Democrat? Basically, they're going to say stuff like that. So they're still going to face a lot of pressure from their own party. So that's why I believe that the Democratic Party as a whole should agree with the Republican Party as a whole. Both parties should basically agree to something. Both should be happy with a compromise. That's the best way to move forward. We can't have people fighting within their own party. That's not a good look. But basically, the Democrats could possibly agree to the Crypto Clarity Act, which is a big deal. This is just in from a few hours ago, and BlackRock, the $15 trillion asset manager, has urged the Senate to pass the Clarity Act. If there is one reason why I believe the Clarity Act might pass, is because of this. Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock. BlackRock is basically one of the biggest and most important and most powerful companies in the entire world. They have urged the Senate to pass a Clarity Act, which is a big reason why I believe there could be a chance finally for us to pass a Clarity Act, because if BlackRock wants it to happen, then it's probably going to happen. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. Right now, there is about a 30% chance that the Clarity Act will be signed into law this year in 2026. So we'll see. It's still a big chance that it won't be signed, but there is still a chance that it will be signed. So you never know. But I'm going to play for you this last video of the vice chairman of Coinbase speaking about the Clarity Act. He said that we remain very, very close to passing the Clarity Act. Obstacles are shrinking. Democrats and Republicans are still working together to get this across the finish line. Yes, this guy works at Coinbase, and listen to what he has to say about the Clarity Act as well.
Where you sit, ethics aside, what is the single biggest obstacle to the Senate passing the Clarity Act?
Well, the truth is the obstacles continue to shrink. One of the benefits of some of the timing pressures that I know have been covered is with respect to the Clarity Act is it allows parties to sharpen their focus and prioritize what really matters. And you don't have the same cacophony of issues that are being raised in terms of the substance of this bill. And
so he's basically confirming what the guy from the first video that I played for all of you, this guy, the CEO of the American Bankers Association, how he said there's just a few more sections. It's about 2 or 3 little tiny items in the bill that they just need to agree on. This guy is basically confirming that. He's basically saying how the number of issues has gone down a lot, and there's just a few more things, like 1 or 2 things that they need to agree on, and then they could pass it. So this guy's confirming what the other guy said, Rob Stone, the CEO of the American Bankers Association. So that's a big deal, everyone.
that's because ultimately, again, law enforcement, retail investors, asset managers realize that compared to the status quo, this is going to introduce a comprehensive set of rules and regulations that do not currently exist. And it's important to keep in mind.
It's also very important because the Democrats, just like they're complaining about how President Trump took advantage of the crypto markets, what if the markets just stay the same for the next few years? Well, President Trump can make another few billion from the crypto market easily. So the Democrats, if they're actually real about wanting to stop fraud or whatever it is that they say they want to do, they want to stop the Republicans from doing what they have been doing, they should pass something. At least it's better than the status quo. It's better than what we currently have, which basically helps the Democrats and Republicans. So both sides should compromise. That's part of the deal. When you compromise, you're not really fully happy 100%, but you come to a compromise. That's the whole deal of a compromise. So that's important as well.
Yeah, it's the half a yard mark, which I know is still in football, is technically the 1 yard line. And that's because you still have Democrats and Republicans working together to get this bill across the finish line. The number of issues, the voices expressing concern about this bill continues to actually quiet down because so many of the details have been worked out, and what remains is far narrower than the list of issues that exist.
So that's really positive. That's really optimistic, everyone. This guy right here basically confirmed what Rob Stone, the CEO of the ABA Association, said. And the fact that we have a Democratic senator, this lady right here, potentially backing the Clarity Act means that maybe, you never know, the Democratic Party might come to an agreement finally, and we could pass the Crypto Clarity Act. Yes, everyone. That's why these videos that I played for you today of this guy and a bunch of other people speaking about the Clarity Act is a big deal, especially if you hold XRP, Bitcoin, or any cryptocurrency. Again, destroy the like button, join and subscribe, whatever you need to do. I love you all. I will see you very soon. Until next time, Crypto AI Man out.